Hi Cancer, how are you? How's things? I'm Eriu and welcome to Eriu Tarot Readings. And as always, my lovelies, you're very welcome here to your reading for March 2018. Now, to my old subscribers, hello, welcome back. Hope you're all well. To my new subscribers, you're very welcome here. This is a tucha, this is a family event, and we take care of each other here, okay? So, very happy to have you all. If this doesn't resonate with you, actually scrap that, I always keep saying this. It won't fully resonate because it's a general reading, so it's not going to. So take from it what you will. If there are some things that kind of go, oh yeah, that feels good, yeah, that's kind of resonating with me, that's fine. Other things you're like, nah, that's not really me, that's also fine. So I just get some comments sometimes being like, oh, that was great, but you said this and this wasn't for me, and it's like, I know it's not for you. And if you know it's not for you, then just leave it where it is, because it's probably for someone else. Do check out your moon and your rising sign videos as well, because they can hold weight for you too. So, something different, guys. Actually, before I forget to say, February, I didn't get to you February, right? I wanted to, but I couldn't because I was so, like, it was just mental. I don't really think I slept for a lot of February, actually. And I love my sleep, and I don't think I slept, but it was great, but I was just super busy. And then, of course, I did what I always do, which is burn the candle at both ends, and then I got a bit, I needed to recoup after. So, yeah, so I'm sorry I didn't get to you February. I hope you had a lot of love, and I don't even mean just because of Valentine's Day, I just mean, in general, a lot of love from all areas of your life. So, for March, though, I like to do things differently because I get kind of bored of the same spreads. There's a spread I want to do with you today, and it's called Divining Myself. Okay, so because I like to, my old subscribers know this, my new subscribers or new viewers, like, I like to focus on the individual and their journey quite a bit. I don't always like to focus on, like, just constantly doing love readings, or, just kind of gets a bit boring. And because we're always a work in progress, I figure that we should always just keep looking in and checking in with ourselves. So that's kind of why that's the type of reader I am. So this particular spread says, or called, excuse me, Divining Myself. Oh, interesting if they come up. So this is about getting to know your inner self a little bit more, understanding your inner self and your motivations, and just kind of, like I said, checking in with yourself for the month of March. Normally I like to do this after every 4 months, but hey, let's do it now. Right, so enough the jibber jabber. One more bit of jibber jabber. If you haven't done so already, grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, food, whatever your poison is, and just chill out and be with me for the chats for the next half an hour, because this is a chat. Like, I can't disconnect it personally, to be honest. I'm with you through this, So let's go. This is great. And as always, I'll actually just talk about what each position means in relation to the card as well, yeah? Oh, no, it has to be one. So, 8 card spread. I quite like it. I just did it for Leo, because Leo was my first one, you guys are my second, and it was like a prototype, and I think it worked out quite well, so hopefully you'll enjoy it, right? Okay, are we ready to go? Yes, alright. This is your first card here. This is you now, alright? This is you currently for the month of March. Yeah, right on. Okay, so you saw when I was shuffling, yeah, that this card and Judgment came out, and those two are very powerful cards. Cancer, very powerful. Now, let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune, how you're feeling right now. Some of you have closed the doors on a few things that were not serving you any great purpose. For some of you, you may have only realised in January, even into February, like, why am I doing this? Actually, hold the phone for a second. What I'd like you to do before I continue on is to ask a specific question, okay? And then apply this reading to that specific question. If you want to do that, I just advise Leo to do that, and I just want to see if it's effective as well, if that really works for you. So let me know in the comment section after the reading. Back to the reading. So Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana. It's a number 10. As I say, it's completion. It's the end of something. The wheel has gone 360. Now, so some of you may feel like whatever you're involved in, whatever area of your life this is, you feel like you're going, right, is this a start again moment? It's not like the death card where you feel like you've been completely floored and you have to be reborn and it has to begin again. This is just going, oh, that cycle that was kind of uncomfortable is gone. That cycle of unhappiness is gone. It can sometimes even mean that cycle of happiness is gone, and you're moving into acknowledging kind of the darker areas of yourself. I don't feel like that's it, Cancer. I feel like you've already done that. I feel like the last few months have been 3 months in particular. 3 months may have been a very changeable time for you. I don't feel like that was the turbulent time. I just feel like things were changing from there, and I felt like it was very uncomfortable for you. For some of you as well, I need you to know that you need to be careful about 1 or 2 people that are surrounding you at the moment. Now, I know I said that this is an end of a cycle, so it could be you're like realizing that certain people that were in your life, friendships or whatever, you realized, oh man, these are not the people I want to surround myself with, or they don't support me the way I'd like it, or oh my god, why did I get involved with that person romantically? Holy crap, I need to end it, right? That sort of thing. Whatever it is, could even be a family member, whatever. This is saying to you, Cancer, that there's still 1 or 2 people that are going to try and make their way into, oh fuck, sorry. Who the fuck are these? Cancer, did you just like get a bit of a wake-up call with 1 or 2 people in particular? There's definitely 1, and if we're stretching it at 2. Who the frig is the snake in your ear, or was the snake in your ear and you only realised it lately? Oh, fuck that. To my new subscribers, I do swear, not profusely, but I do swear, so you need a heads up on that. This is ending. Who these people are, be careful, Cancer, please. I feel like I'm getting very agitated now with this, because I'm like, who the hell are these creeps coming in and like whispering in your ear certain things? Oh my god, these 1 or 2 people have been like the devil on your shoulder, Cancer, and you've only realised that, or you're realising it in March, but I feel like you already have realised it, and you're like, the wheel is spun. It's like, and get rid of them, get rid of them. Cancer, you may have had some hard truths in the last while. It depends on the severity on the scale, right? Some of you have had some like, oh Christ, I need to get rid of this, and some of you have had, oh my god, why did I venture into this with this particular person, in any capacity, right? So this is you now. I'm glad this is here, that this is saying all that. Those, look at these serpents. Oh, people have been pulling you from where you needed to be, Cancer. People weren't happy for you, they just wanted to pull you down with them, and they're like distracting you, being like, hey, come with us, and you kind of may have went with it, and then you realise, oh crap, what am I doing here? This is you now. It's saying it's over in a major way. Destiny has actually come in. Okay, quite an interesting, I just had an interesting image of St. Patrick with the snake. It was like boom, like stamping on the snake, being like, and it's done, good riddance, goodbye. And Destiny was like, Destiny had to come in and give you some of these hard truths because you weren't listening to your inner self, and you should have, and you didn't, and now I feel like there's a slight bit of regret, or kind of regret, but just like, oh, why did I do that? You know, it's a little bit of like being hard on yourself. It's done. Goodbye, good riddance. Get rid of those people, whoever they were, whatever capacity. Ugh, no, slimy, sneaky, snake in the grass. Goodbye. And now you've realised it, your eyes are much more clear. You have, oh god, were some of you getting headaches or sleepless nights or something because your head feels a lot clearer to me. You see now the wood for the trees. Thank god. Right, good card to have. Might feel still a little bit residual, but that's fine. Now, what is bugging you at the moment, Cancer? Just check. What is annoying you at the moment? What's really freaking on your mind? It's really annoying you. Oh, why is this annoying you? This is the Four of Rods. This is one of my happy home cards. This is like having a really beautiful family support network. And that it's that love and warmth and healing power that you only get from being at home or creating a home. Some of you are trying to create a home, but it, okay, so some of you are trying to either get a home or create a home. So buy a home or create a home. And some of you are having family issues within the home. and that's bugging you. And maybe whoever this was in here that I spoke about, if they weren't friends, they could be family members, are not understanding who you are and where you're trying to go. I just keep hearing that you're different. You're different. Quietly different. I'm also hearing that some like family traditions and viewpoints on, I feel like there's a mixture of archaic and progressive ideas, and they don't always see eye to eye. But there's an irritant with this. This isn't just like, oh, this bugs me, this annoys me. Like, I feel like it's grating on you a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear the fucking, I can hear the annoyance. Poor Cancer. Okay. For some of you as well, so I talked about the 2 other stories that may be applicable, but for some of you also, what's really grinding your gears lately is the fact that you've actually got rid of a lot of the waste. And by waste I mean, well, this kind of sounds a bit severe, but the people that didn't serve you, that you realise now, that weren't on your side, that weren't supportive of you as an individual. It's like you've actually let go of a lot of traditional and social conditioning. Traditional views and social conditioning yourself. And what's almost kind of annoying you is that you know you're on a different path that leads somewhere else, but the family network or people that you deem to be your family don't understand this, because you're finally realizing your truth. Whoa. And it's like you do want this, but you're like not on the terms of which they're laid down by other people. Interesting, Cancer. Okay, I'm going to go on because I could get pulled into that for quite some time. Yeah, you hear what I'm saying though, don't you? Like, for instance, I know that a lot of people don't understand or want to understand or support tarot readings. That's against the social norm, if you want to say that, right? But I kind of do it anyway because I love it. I really love it. And I feel like it helps people. And you're kind of you're getting into that mode of, you're almost where I'm at, kind of. You're going towards that. It's like, you want to be at a point where you just don't care that you're living your own life, and you're like, what's bugging you is social conditioning, family conditioning, or just trying to, for some of you, and on the flip side, some of you is trying to create this home. Why is it going against you? Why do you feel like it's not happening? Because the people that you carried with you on here aren't supposed to be in the next chapter. That's why it wasn't happening. Some of you are picking the wrong people to surround yourselves with. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them. And that's why it wasn't happening. They're meant to be, you were meant to push them all back and get rid of them so you could have more of this with the right people. Do you hear what I'm saying? Ooh, okay, anyway. It's good. I feel like you're finally balancing yourself out. Nice one. Right, so third card. What is it that you like about yourself, Cancer? That's an interesting question we don't really ask ourselves. We always know the things we don't like about ourselves. What do you like about yourself? What do you like? Oh, brilliant and beautiful. Another major arcana. You guys are really, your waters are just finally starting to calm down. So what you like about yourself is the High Priestess. She is, and I don't like to pick favourites in anything, but I love this gal. This gal is complete and utter intuition. She's the darker side of the moon. She's the things that you can feel but you cannot see. It's all the powers that be, the gods, whatever you want to label them, whatever you want to call them, your spiritual fam, all of them taking care of you on the other side. But this is about you, yes, okay, Cancer, this is good, this is good. this is great actually, because this is about you're finally listening to your intuition. Cancers and water signs have like this fantastic inner knowledge. Your intuition's spot on. It's just you don't vocalize it, right? Because you're like, well, that's intuition and that's what you feel, therefore I'm not going to say it. But your intuition has been right, Cancer. Cancer, you were right about those things. You were right about those people, you were right about those events, you were right, and you went against the grain, and now you've gotten rid of them, and now you realise that, hold on, yeah, logic is great, and you know, strategy and whatnot is great, but your intuition is what pulls you through things. It tells you immediately. So this is what you're starting to like about yourself. Maybe some of you have only actually started to come into understanding and acknowledging your intuition and what that means, and this is saying hallelujah, Cancer, because it was about time. Oh, you feel very, honestly, I have a mix of people that watch these videos, be it single, be it with people, whatever, but you feel very singular to me, very on your own. But I like this because it's like you're gathering strength within yourself, and you're writing. Are you writing more, Cancer? Or you're right. Either some of you have started to journaling, or you're writing down your thoughts, you know, just before you go to bed, or you wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, oh, I'm going to write down this really quickly. And then some of you are just like writing or learning about the knowledge of the self, because your intuition is something now that you're intrigued by. And it's funny because then I just looked at my little L here, and I love L's, and this is like the link between what you'd call the divine and the earthly plane. That's what intuition is, isn't it? That link between the two. Gorgeous, Cancer. Right on. Okay, okay, this feels good. All right, so fourth position, which is this one here, is like, what do you not like about yourself? Oh, what do you not like? Let's have a look. Oh, I was going to say Leo. Apologies. Cancer, you're working far too hard, my darling. Are you not? You're seeing results, which is great, but you're working far too hard, and you know this. When are you going to take a break from all this? When are you going to stop letting work take over your life? When? This is Pentacle energy, as I said. Oh, I didn't say it in this one in particular, but it's governed by Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn. Some of you may have a lot of earth in your chart, some of you may have a moon in that, whatever. You may have this beautiful earthy energy, and it's about being very practical and systematic and using strategies and implementing them in order to get what you want. It's about sowing the seeds and reaping the rewards on a very tangible level. Now, times as well for me, Pentacles is about knowing yourself, aspects of yourself. But what I'm hearing more importantly is here that you're working far too hard, Cancer, and you know it. And you're not. As lovely as these rewards are coming in for you, and I'm sure there is a certain amount of like satisfaction out of what you do, I don't feel like you're really happy here. I don't feel like you're really happy. Why aren't you happy? So obviously this is for some of you. Others, if you're good, if you're happy in your job, that this doesn't apply. But you're still working too hard, you gotta chill out, but you're not really happy. You're like, yeah, I like what I do, but I don't think it's really fitting who you're becoming, is it? You don't like the fact that this outer world now is not reflecting fully your inner world that is changing. You're a creator, Cancer. You're a crafter. I was to say crafty, that's wrong. You're a creator. You are artistic. Something about your words. And I said that about writing here. Why aren't you writing more? Why aren't you doing? Why aren't you? Is that where your heart lies? If it's not writing, it's being creative in some way. That's where your heart lies. And your work is not reflecting that at the moment. Ooh. We just went deep there. That's what you don't like about yourself. Is that your inner world may not be reflecting Or your outer world might not be reflecting your inner world anymore because you're changing. Because you did change. Ooh. Oh, Cancer, you alright? Okay, my lovelies. Let's figure it out, shall we? Yeah, let's figure it out. Okay. Middle card, your talent. Ah. What is your talent? What is your talent? Something that you're... Natural born ability, and also something that you have to work on, right? Because you can't work off nothing. Okay, Page of Swords. So your talent is your ability to communicate. Okay, did I not say about words? Did I not just say about words and journaling? Okay, so pages are like the rookies of the deck. They are very youthful in nature. Some of you may have a lot of creative ideas or are very youthful in your mindset. It's like, it doesn't matter how old you are, you're just very youthful and progressive in your thinking. For some of you may be even a little bit more politically driven, and that's the area that you want to go into with regards to writing. Okay, that's very specific, but that came straight out. Okay, sorry guys, this my intuition's just pulling me back here. Okay. So I get that you're happy. Some of you are kind of happy with what you do. You're like, yeah, it's cool, whatever, it's grand, yeah, I like it. But you're looking for more satisfaction in what you do. You want to feel like your work makes a difference. You want to bring justice? Political. What is going on? Okay, so some of you it's justice related and it's politically based and driven. That's for some of you, but for, yeah, and like helping, like it's such a big thing. You're like, I'm here, but I want to do more. I feel like I can do more. And you can, because your talent is the Page of Swords, your ability to communicate effectively on all platforms. Now, is he kind of in the learning stages of that? Yes, because some of you may be only starting to figure this out, your talent. Something that you've always wanted to do, always loved to do. Oh, yeah. I can feel it in my stomach. Yes, yes, yes. And so you're feeling a bit... On the outside, you don't feel like you have a lot of knowledge about this as of yet. But you know that you have the ability to do this. So you're like, okay, I'm ready though to take hold. It's important, Cancer, the ideas that you... When I said that you wake up in the night time or you write stuff down, it's important that when you get these ideas that you write them down. Like you really need to start writing. I don't know what this is. I don't know what. I don't know. You just need to start journaling or writing or like getting a little notebook and just writing ideas down. I do that all the time. I have notebooks coming out of the wazoo. And then progress from there. Because you have this, and I see that you have a very keen eye and great insight. Like, you're very naturally good. And I said, like, talent is a natural ability for something. But your precision in some things is spot on. And that's what some people don't have. You need to develop this more. And speak more. You need to speak more. What is... You need to vocalize, because I know I just feel like I don't want to say it. So I feel like that's what you guys feel like you're doing. And this may be involved in all this change and that possible conditioning thing that I'm talking about here. It's like you need to say this out loud. You need to say, this is what I want to do and this is where I'm going with it. Because a lot of us would be... You'd be doing us all a great disservice by not revealing your talent, Cancer. And you're not revealing it. You need to reveal it. Okay. Yeah. You feel solid though. You're like, you know you can do this, but you're just like, I don't want to say that this is something that I can do. Or like radio. Use your voice, Cancer. I know you're learning it, you're finding it, but you need to start taking the deep breath in and saying whatever it is out loud, be it in someone else's company or just to friends, be like, I think I might want to do this, or in the mirror, or in your own room, in a wardrobe, wherever, it doesn't matter. Spatially, it's just saying, start saying this out loud, hearing yourself, and that is the start of your journey. Right on. Ooh. Cancer, you're powerful and you don't use your power the way you could. Maybe that's what's this unhappiness here. Anyway, we'll progress on. So, sixth position here is your temptation. So what is tempting you either towards these things or in good ways or in bad ways? Let's have a look. Okay. Right. When I said about those little devils on your shoulder and that they might have still some residual energy, I need to be very direct and honest with you in saying that will you ever just properly cut them off? Like, it's time. They're hindering your decision-making process and how to move forward. Now, like, I don't mean anyone disrespect by saying snakes in the grass, but they're not good. Cancer, I don't want to give out to you either. It's just I feel very strongly about this. Like, they're not good for you. You know? They're not good for you. And there are other people who would support you and be better for you. So, cut the cords. You're like, I don't know which way, and get rid. And start listening to your own inner voice and take off this blindfold of which way should I go. The temptation is I could live a life where, as I know this is very particular to some of you, but it's like the temptation to be in this particular social group, earning this amount of money, having this sort of title, you know, it's all there. Or I completely live the way I want to live and really wake up every morning loving all of it. It's like, don't let the material and the people who are so drenched in the conditioning of what it means to have material wealth, don't let them take over your decision or have an impact on your decision making process, because that's not you. It was never you. You've more to give. You're going in a different direction. The temptation to look back or to bring them back, that's just fear. And fear will pop up regardless. Oh. Anyway. Sorry, I really don't mean to give out, and I don't like giving out to people. I'm very passionate about things. Especially when I see someone of such good ability and of good intention on the cusp of change and, you know, just not getting there. You know, I know it's a slow process for some people, but I want the best for you. And I guess being a person that's gone through all of this and gone against the social norms and given up things, you know, that could have been gone a certain way for me in order to do what I love, I can honestly say the other side is so much better. Can it be tough at times? Yeah, absolutely. But it feels good. And I want you to feel that, okay? I really do. I want you to feel that. I want the best for you. Okay, anyway, rant, shut up, over. Okay, so the seventh position, what is your personal quest? Okay, I'm really hoping. Come on, Cancer, what's your personal quest? Seven of Cups, right. To get out of this emotional illusion that you're in. And more importantly, the confusion that you have in all of this. And the confusion as well, aided here with your two of, well, not aided, but hindering. Also with your Two of Swords. You're trying to, I get that you're trying to figure this all out, Cancer. You know, quite practically as well in some ways. And you're trying to make the decision so that you come out of this confusion because you don't like being here anymore. Cancer, you're awakening, and it all feels weird and it all feels confusing, and some days you feel like you're going a bit mental, and some days you feel crazy for thinking the way you do. And so I can understand why the pull towards what you have and what that was is quite tempting, because, you know, it's comfortable and it feels, you know, you're like, you know where you're at, you have security. But the confusion comes from the pull between your head and your heart. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I believe this person? Do I believe that person? Am I right in how I feel? Maybe I'm wrong in how I feel. I feel like, even though this is emotional because it's cups, I feel like there's a lot of overthinking about what's going on and not enough doing. There comes a point where you have to just jump off the cliff and see what happens. And is that risky? Yes. But is it liberating? Yes. And it will at least show you, wherever you may land, it will show you where you can go from there, and it'll start to eradicate all this mental and emotional kind of confusion that you're coming up against. And there's that snake. There's that snake. Who is this Cancer? Did you have this before in February? No, sorry, we didn't do February. January. You had someone who doesn't appear to be a snake, but is. You had this, didn't you? It was something like this. Bye. Goodbye. There are better people that can take over that position, and better people you can dedicate your time to, yeah? I know you may not feel like you want to acknowledge this person as and what's happened, what's been said, and they're still a good person. No, really look at this, Cancer. Not so much, yeah? Not so much. Be real. Be real about this. I give love as I say this. Be real about this. And also, but sorry, I can't keep getting pulled back towards these things. But yes, my focus now. Please come back. Thank you. So this is saying that your emotional veil, right? The veil over all your emotions and your confusion, let's lift it. Let's get rid of it. This is your personal quest for March. So maybe you're not going to go full force, like right straight into what you want to do, and you're going to be like, I'm this and I'm that and I'm adamant and I'm so ready for this. I think March is actually lifting that veil a little bit more for you and seeing what you actually really need to take care of and what needs to be gone, and help to alleviate this emotional confusion. Mental and emotional confusion that you have. If some of you aren't in this, fair play. If some of you are actually past this, well done. So let's see. Your 8th position is your current guardian angel. So what's really on your side? You know, it can be a physical person, it can be someone who's passed over, it can be someone in your spiritual fam, it can be anyone really, or anything. So let's see what energies are there that are taking care of you and are watching over you through this entire thing. Oh, wow. Whoa. Right, so you have the Tower, you have a major arcana. So something that has been, in your eyes, seen as a massive blow to you, be it emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whatever, even physically. That big aha moment that came in and pretty much just knocked you down, that was your guardian angel. Does that sound weird? Yeah, I know it does. But this is saying you needed this divine force to come in and knock it all down for you to see everything accordingly then. Because you couldn't, now, it's apologies now, because you couldn't see it then. People were blocking your view, and then blinkers were put on and it just was not working. And like, the universe was like, hey, are you listening? And you're like, I just feel like you were like 3 of cups just outside and you're just like partying. You're like, yeah, no, I'm good. And the universe is like, no, you're not listening to me. These are your red flags. You're going, yeah, no, it's fine. And then the universe is like, absolutely not. Boom. Completely erupted. Something came into your life, and it may not have actually been something that happened to you or whatever. It could just be in that massive aha moment where you went, fuck. Oh my god, I see it clearly now. What made me think, you know, it could be something like that comes in for March, but I feel like this is already, I feel like this is actually kind of past a little bit, because I feel like this is then, that was then, and this is now. And I feel a bit of sadness with you, Cancer, and what I want to say to you is the sadness will be lifted once you acknowledge the good that this really shitty moment had. You don't see it at the time. When everything falls down, everything crashes to the ground, and there's this, like, it emits this dust, and the air is clogged, and you can't see and you can't breathe. And when that dust finally settles and you see it for what it was, you realise that it was so important for you that it had to happen. This may come March for some of you. I feel like it's already happened. But that clarity this will bring to this, huge. And the people, and this is important for me to, because they're telling me to, yeah, I need to tell you this. The people, there will be people that you didn't realise would be there for you, have been there for you. And people that you may have not spoken to in a while, and then you, if you're like, oh, that person might understand, and you message them, and it's like they understand. That person's there for me. The people that you thought were going to be there for you were not. And I feel like this is what this alone thing feels like. That you feel a little bit alone. But it's growth in intuition and wisdom. And that's what you needed. And that's what you need to start to practice throughout March. I had this with Leo about shedding one's skin, you know? Pulling off the masks. I don't even feel like the mask was... I feel like it's just ripped out of your hand. I do feel your sadness, and I'm sorry that you may or may have gone through this, but I'm not sorry as well, because I know that better things are coming for you now. You just can't see it. Yeah? It's kind of time to rebuild. Let the right people come in, Cancer. They're there. And you know who they are. You just need to let them... You need to let them in. And whatever this feeling is of things being lost and things... having lost out on things, you're not. It hasn't. Please don't get into that frame of mind of, well, oh, that's dead and buried now. It's not, whatever it is. You just have to ignore the fear and take a deep breath and do it and take that step. For yourself, for your love life, for your home life, work, whatever. All is not lost. There's just a lot more to be gained now. And the right things can come in. Oh, Cancer. My poor darlings. This is a very trying time, and you will see your strength, and you'll see other people's strength. Who will be there for you, who won't. That's very telling. Very telling. I hope I was there for you anyway with this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the reading called Divining, sorry, I just keep saying that. Divining Yourself. Cool. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope to see you in April. If you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment and all the stuff other YouTubers say. I mean, I like it because it builds a community. I don't necessarily want to sell this, because I think if you're drawn to me as a reader and you're drawn to my videos, well then that's a reason, right? And this is a tucha, this is a tribe where we take care of each other, and that's what I hopefully did for you today. If you'd like a personal reading or in-depth reading for yourself, my details are at the end of the video and below this video as well, and I can send you on a service list as well, and price list. Cancer, be bold, be strong, and give yourself a little bit of a hug, yeah? And if you'd like to leave your comments in the comment section below, let me know how you're getting on, and also for other Cancers, you guys to be there for each other. Yeah? Cool? Alright, my darlings, have a lovely, lovely, beautiful March, and I'll see you in April. Take care, bye.